Hello. Hello. Hi. How's it going? How's it going? So I'm a little bit behind today. Apologies. Oh, it is. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Never mind. We're fine. Sorry, I thought my game capture was all screwed. But it's all good. Hi, everyone. Welcome along. How are you all today? I can see Joda. Thingy Things. Wild Boy, what's up, dude? Did anyone see the Q&A yesterday? Yes, indeed. I wonder if this will be the same 10.6 as will be released tomorrow. I'll get on to that in just a second. It's up on XCal's YouTube if you want to. Yeah, do watch, guys. If you haven't seen it, there's some really, really interesting stuff in that. I was late, so I only sort of caught the end hour, I think. But yeah, Elion was there in force. Incredible. There's like 3 developers there. Taylin Hummel was there, and Texas 29 was there as well. So kudos to Elion for rocking up. It's the first time they've ever really done any grand community thing. So also well done to XCal for organising it. I assume he approached them because they've never approached me to ask for anything like that, so good on him. Nice one. Behind by 1 minute. Damn it. Yeah. Blade Master, what's up? Jaguar. The Scarly. HB Drifter, what's up? Over on YouTube, Solo Spirits there. Red Baron. Gordozian. What's up, dude? Nathan. Last Braveheart. Hello, David. Johan. Super soft grind. I love it. Sounds sexual. A bit weird. But welcome. Right, this is the 10.6 version. Probably not the one that we're going to get tomorrow. I would think that they're probably going to release another build just before they release experimental before, but I don't know. It could be. It might be. This is 10.62671. Do we know what's up, dude? Welcome along. Operator who? Twitch is having a crap at the moment. So yeah, bloody Twitch. I don't know what goes on with it half the time. So this should be the version that has all the CPU work in progress numbers in it. They are subject to change. When I asked Talon if it was alright if I stream the closed alpha access version, he said yes, but please make sure in big capital letters that everyone is aware that the CPU numbers that we're about to go and have a look at now are subject to change. And the whole experimental release that we're getting tomorrow is the first iteration pending feedback. So Elion are leaning heavily on us as a community as a whole to kind of tear that CPU numbers apart and say this works, that doesn't work, this doesn't work, that works, etc. So I'm going to give you a sneak peek now. Because this is a new version and they've done a lot of changes to creative mode as well, I think. Although I will admit at this point I haven't read through all of the closed alpha patch notes because they're just everywhere and they're really difficult to understand because they're just in different sections and stuff. So I'm going to create a new creative game. I'm just going to go into orbit there. Anyway, so yeah. Go YouTube, Twitch, got a blackout. Yeah, Twitch is misbehaving. Just hit that F5 button, that magical F5 button, and hopefully that will sort it out. Yeah, but I got the same thing on my own channel. It's not even loaded. I don't know why Twitch is having a Barney, but yeah, refresh does the trick, guys. But yeah, YouTube, as always, is bossing it. All right, so here we go. Apologies, I've still got lingering aftermath of the man flu. It's a bit difficult to read, but we'll try our best. Welcome to the Creative Library. You are currently standing on the build platform for any and all creative build projects that will fit on here, such as small vessels and capital vessels. Turn around and go through the double doors to begin the crash course on creative commands, building tips and tricks located in the underdeck levels of this facility known as the Hall of Creation. I like that. This message will disable itself if you enter the building. Oh, damn! Yeah, they really went to town on this then, didn't they? All the MS Titans over there. We'll have a look at that in a second, because that's all new and shiny as well, isn't it? Viewer Twitch works fine, streamers Twitch doesn't. Yeah. Twitch, okay. It's working now, it's fine. Legreen loves you. What's up, Legreen? Good morning, Spanj. I gave up my Motor Trend subscription to be a patron for you. Hell yeah, Jaguar. Priorities, mate. That's just sensible, logical priorities. And I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. That's awesome. Espanjez, dude. Thank you very much for the sub. Thank you very much. Why hasn't that come through on my... Right, Twitch is definitely having a Barney at the moment because I'm not getting live notifications. I'll have to possibly redo my restream key crap. Anyway, the Hall of Creation. Yeah, that's pretty cool. The Hell of Creation. Space Beagle. Come on. Anyway, let's have a quick look at this thing. The rapier over here. Hello, rapier. This is nice. As always, you just press G in creative mode and you go instantly into God mode. Yeah, it's a nice little SV. It's alright. Yeah. Is this one of the prefabs? This is not one I'm familiar with, but looks good. Looks alright. There's yeah, there is thrusters in the reverse. Yeah, very nice. Okay, cool. We've always had a little SV in creative mode. I don't think that's anything. Let's go through into the Hall of Creation then and see what tutorial tips Elion really gives it. Welcome to the beginner's gate. I feel like I'm going to need this. It's basically designed to give you a quick crash guide on creative mode and all the commands and requirements needed to get you up and building without all the frustrations of screwing it up on your first go. This hologram you're staring at or struggling to read at right now is to give you some directions to follow through the basics. To your left, you'll find the projection that tells you the basic movement controls. To your right is the kitchen. You can make a sandwich if you want. Ahead is a docking port. Yeah. That is the docking port for capital vessels. If you haven't learned the basic controls, I don't advise going out that way. You'll fall into space. Down the stairs on either side will lead you to more info screens like this and eventually to the Hall of Creation, which is full of info screens. Boarding connector 01, boarding capital vessels, too large to fit the landing pad. Yes, excellent. Okay, well, we'll have a look at that in a second. I want to make a sandwich. No, that was to the left. Oh, it doesn't really matter, does it? Let's just go down here. Alright. Hang on, have I screwed this up already? There's all the... It's like, to the left, not down the stairs, to the immediate left, to the immediate right, sorry, yeah. We've got a sandwich in there? It hasn't even got a sandwich in here. You promised me sandwiches, Elion. Oh, damn you. Alright, basic controls part 1. Alright, so this is all just the controls and stuff. We don't need to really read through any of that. We know all this already, but you know what? The game has really needed this for a while, so I'm really glad to see it. Because the amount of comments and questions I get posted about basic controls using the symmetry. I did a whole series of videos on using symmetry mode and tools like that and stuff. F2, the blueprint library. Look at this. This is brilliant. Yeah. Block rotation controls also work when spawning in a ship. What? Yeah, that's true. Shift right mouse button deletes the target block instantly without requiring a multi-tool. This will also delete the mirrored block in symmetry mode. However, what you haven't specified there is that you need a block in your hand first. So if I shift right click now, it doesn't do anything because I don't have a block, so that will need updating. This is the sort of stuff that we need to feed back to Elion when this version goes live tomorrow, guys. So just you know, don't be afraid to... I love these new hull blocks. They look amazing, don't they? Twitch being Twitch. I'm gonna laugh when it's overseas. Oh dear. Joda, dude, thank you also for the Twitch sub, man. That's awesome. Amazing. Good evening, Zaka Khan. How are you doing, sir? I'm very good, sir. Thank you very much. Dustin Kennedy, what's up? Finally catch Chillin Buildin. Yep. Welcome along, sir. Welcome along. Yo, Spanj, greetings from Ireland. Willie from Ireland, you say? That's terrible. I apologise instantly. I will let myself out. I'm so jealous of the Irish accent. I wish I had it myself. Right, Hall of Creation, turn right. In this instance, you don't mean immediately right, do you? You mean down the stairs and right? Yeah, okay, we'll get there. Alright, cool. Willkommen, the Hall of Creation. Now, since you've hopefully read the controls upstairs, already figured out the basics, I can push on ahead with the good stuff. First, open up your creative menu, H, and get yourself some tools. You'll want to get a multi-tool and a texture color tool. These two tools are... that cloud from the planet is over the text. That's really weird. Yeah, it's really weird. They're for fine-tuning finishing builds, and you should always have them at any time in creative mode. You should, actually. It's very good advice. Very good advice. This place in space, so you won't be able to build a hover vessel here because they're for use on the planet. For a first timer, I'd recommend making a small vessel. The big build platform upstairs is built to handle small vessel construction. I'd recommend reading through the whole before you're actually trying to build something, or you'll be running backwards and forward, reading something here and doing something there. You'll find the complete building tutorial through the doors to your right. I also recommend you start using God mode to get around, since it's the fastest and easiest way to get around in creative mode. Right. The Hall of... Frack me, that's a lot of text. The Hall of Holy Shit. I hope you've got a cup of tea. Jesus Christ. It's a good job we're in God mode, otherwise we'd starve to death. Right. Oh, fuck. That's a lot of reading. I'm not going to read all that. Okay. Wood. 100 HP, 240 kilograms. It's pretty dry, guys. It's pretty dry. Well, yeah, you know, it's good that this information is there. The player is roughly 145 centimeters tall, so you're, well, a midget. You can fit into a space 3 small blocks tall and 1 wide. That's true. We are very short, actually. 145 centimeters. Although midget is culturally insensitive, and you should probably remove that word early on. That might get you in trouble. Just saying. Day and age and all that. Maybe just say you're short, alright? Yeah. Just bloody throw words like midget out there. It's gonna cause a problem. Most HV and SV blocks are interchangeable. Yeah. Combat steel can be used on HV. And there's good information here. There's good information here. Yeah. Alright. P menu stuff. The core. The core is the central computing system. Blah, 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 blah. Jesus. That's a damn library. I'll be back in an hour. Brilliant. Yeah. Oh dear. What about coffee? Yes, tea, coffee, alright, interchangeable, come on. That's some real space FAQ. We can skip this. Yes, of course you can skip this. This is creative mode. Yeah, I've voluntarily gone into the Hall of Library of Creation. Just to show you guys what's new in creative mode, basically. This is really going to be really useful for new players who have a bit of patience to sit through and read this stuff. But it also gives us a place to sort of refer to as well. So if we get questions in the community that's answered in here, we can obviously direct new players here as well. So this is really helpful. Got all the RCS, the oxygen systems. Within an airtight compartment, ventilators will consume the oxygen in the tanks to pressurize that space with air. This space, the player suit's oxygen is not consumed. I get people point that out to me, like in an air pressurized environment. Spanj, why have you got your helmet on? You're using your suit oxygen. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Check the airtightness of blocks with the N menu debug window. Yes, you can. Very good. Oh, here we go. This is pretty good. Thrusters and hovers. So we got, for easy calculation, SVs require 10 kilonewtons per 1 metric ton at 1G to achieve lift. That is useful information. Obviously, as a community, we already knew that because we went and figured it out, and some brainy bastards out there created spreadsheets and then shared them around and stuff. But this is good to have actually in the game. Because we've got to remember, obviously, to keep the game alive and everything, we need those new players, and we need to make them feel welcome and keep them coming in. And start sharing the game around. That's what keeps Elion in business and keeps the development going. So we've got to embrace it, right? Spanj, these were written by a game user by the name of Vermilion. He also designed the new Titan ship. Hell yes, Vermilion. Good job, mate. I did not know that, so thank you very much. Fetus Maximus, muchas gracias. Don't drink too much, you'll have a whiz a few times before you finish the tutorial. You guys. And there's even more. This one's got a funny symbol on it. AI active. What? LCD screens and projectors. Oh yeah. So how I'm getting all these texts displayed appear virtually anywhere without any sort of machinery involved. Well, I'll tell you. What you're seeing is the abilities of the LCD projector. We kind of played around with that before, didn't we? If you want to give the projector a try, there's a projector set into the floor behind you, between the table and the sofa. It's already preset with the correct offset and alignment values. Oh yeah. Alignment center. So if I put I'll put a little caution sign up there. There it is. Sweet. Yeah, they've changed a lot of this alignment stuff, so they're giving you more options now, which is pretty cool. As you can see, what it's capable of doing is actually pretty impressive. This library, I'm gonna try and get it changed to library rather than hall. I'm sorry. I know. Vermilion's gonna be pissed. It's a library! Alright? But yeah, these projectors are going to be put to great use. I think they already are by a lot of the builders anyway, so awesome. Capital vessels it will need. This is good. Information on the blocks needed to start a build. Hover engines provide downward thrust to keep the HV in the air. Thrusters on top and bottom. HV will do absolutely nothing, so don't use them there. Yes, yes, yes. What do you do? Oh, you've got lasers! What do I do? What happens now? Turn the lasers off. Turn the lasers on. Can I walk through the lasers? Will it kill me? Of course not. I'm in God mode. What does it mean? I don't know. Anyway, it's cool. So yeah. Left. Welcome to the central hub of the Creative Library. You go down Creative Library. Downstairs, you'll see the devices that make up the heart of a space station. Learn from them, so you may make your own space station. I like it. I like it. It's all good stuff for helping new players. So yeah. Well done, Elion. I think they've done a good job here, and Vermilion for setting this up. This is an RCS. It's not normally used and available at base. Why is it here? Why? Everything you need for a space station is down below, apart from that bit. Ignore that bit. Just don't put it there. What's it? Crack me up. You really do. Alright, first time. Turn right for all the help guides. Yeah, come on. For all the help guides you could want, go straight ahead to reach the central hub. The hall to the left is currently empty, awaiting new mechanics to be described. Yeah. Whip. This room is empty, my dude. There ain't nobody here but us chickens. If you're looking for the info screens, it's in Hall 01 at the other end of the corridor. Bob here is just finishing up some paperwork. It's good. It's good. I like it. And of course, this is the new MS Titan. Which we haven't had a proper look at yet, but yeah, this thing's pretty damn good looking. Look at that. Ooh, that's a new hangar door. That looks awesome. Oh, it's got rotating bits. That's so exciting. Yes, I love it. Do it again. Ha ha! That's awesome. I want more of that. Ooh, shiny. It's got rotating bits. Spanj, please check CPU. I think the space station will be invalid. But it doesn't matter. It's in creative mode. Let's have a look, actually, because I am morbidly curious. Stats. CPU. 81,000 of 300,000. Joda, you now get to sit in the corner of shame and think about what you said. Why is your mouse all funky? Why is my mouse all funky? I don't know. What's wrong with my mouse? Noise! Catalina, what's up, dude? Welcome along. You're like a kid in a candy store. Evan, did you see the shiny? Look how shiny, though. It rotates. I want one. Yes. Yeah, this is a good looking ship. I'm glad they actually redid the Titan, because the old Titan was a bit boxy and a bit old school. Skills and blocks and stuff have come a long way since then, so yeah, this is nice. It looks pretty badass as well. I love the little these little sphere things on this pylon. It just looks pretty dope. Good build, good build. Alright, so there we go. That's the new creative mode introductory, at least to the space. I assume there's similar structures down on planet that do the same sort of thing, although give sort of HV tutorials as well. Let's have a look at the numbers that we've got to work with here. So we saw for a base there, what was it, 300,000. 300,000 CPU points for a base. Let's just grab starter blocks. Base. I don't know if we're not going to be able to do HV. We'll have to do it on planet for that. So we know base. Let's do an SV. And we got a CV over there. HV. Not going to let us put that. Fine. So SV. CPU points is 6,000. 6,000 CPU points. And don't forget, guys, this is all work in progress. So it's all subject to change. Why are these railings like this? Railing mail, slope glass, left module. I don't know right. Okay. So, SV parts. You'll have to remind me, I don't know if you guys can remember or not, what, I think all the CPU points have been changed. So, because like all, before the blocks, I think the thrusters were like 100 CPU each or something like that, so they've all been changed now, they've all got their own CPU. For example, this Jet 2 medium has got 560 CPU. Which is actually quite a lot when you're eating into 6,000. Shield. Hang on. What? 16,000? How does that work? Alright. Well, just having a shield breaks CPU. Subject to change. Yeah, CPU 188. That can't be right. That's got to be a typo. 16300 CPU. There's got to be 163 CPU. I can't imagine that it would be 1630 CPU. It's going to be 16,000 or 16,000 in a 6,000 CPU limit. Okay. Bit of an error, I suspect. 500 CPU for an RCS. Alright. Let's have a look at something like the Nightshade Mark V. My go-to. Right. Which is a very reasonable ship. That is 9,700 CPU. God damn. You've just tanked SVs with these numbers. Okay, well. That's going to be interesting. That's going to be interesting. This is the sort of thing that obviously we need to feedback, because like Nightshade is not an OP ship. Okay, yes, I know it is an OP ship. You get one of these, you win the game. But that's not the point. That shouldn't be illegal. Yeah. That should be illegal. That's definitely illegal. You know, this thing is ridiculous. 200,000. 203,000 CPU. What a surprise! It's breaks the limits. Yeah, that's a bit weird. Okay, so we're definitely going to have to raise, I think, challenge Elion on that one. 9,000 CPU for a Nightshade. This doesn't even have a shield generator in it. It's got a space for a shield generator, but it doesn't actually have a shield generator in it yet. Yeah, the old motherfucker. Remember, guys, these numbers are complete. This is the closed alpha version, so the numbers are completely and utterly subject to change. Don't panic. Yeah, yet. If it comes out of experimental without any changes, then panic. Yeah, but right now it should be fine. This ship though will work fine even with invalid CPU. I know I'm in creative mode at the moment, so it will let me spawn anything in, but what it does at the moment, if your ship goes over CPU limits, is it will reduce its performance, and I'm not sure by what factor yet, but I'm sure that'll be in the patch notes tomorrow. And that might be that it will give thrusters a little less, thrust RCSs a little less turn, and so on and so forth. In fact, that rings a bell. I think it is targeting the RCSs more than anything when it goes over CPU. So your builds, as they are at the moment, will still work. Even if they go over CPU. So things like my Reaver's Fate Mark II, which is a bit of a beast of an SV, excuse me, will obviously be over CPU, 60,000. So yeah, a little bit, but it will still work. It will just be at a reduced performance, and it might be that. I mean, I'm already. Yeah, I think the RCSs are being hit there quite heavily. Yeah, that's no. She's not a bad performer. She is heavy. Don't get me wrong, but she's not that bad. So yeah, I can definitely feel the RCSs are being throttled there. I think is the right word. But it still works. It will still work. 1017. Bye bye, Reaver's Fate. But yeah, something like that should not break CPU at all. It shouldn't even. I would say if it gets to like 1,000 less than the limit, then that's about correct for something like the Nightshade. And then you want something like. I'm trying to think now. What something like what? Trying to think something. Maybe Xcal's Tanterblade. This is his work in progress version, isn't it? Whoops. Maybe not that one. Just trying to think of a sort of a reasonably big sort of SV that would fit the kind of role of hitting the CPU limit, if you know what I mean. Crazy's ALV Vivaldi maybe. Level 20, size class 2. Still a bit small though, isn't it? The Banshee. Comet. Crimson. Oh, I don't know. I think you guys know what I mean, don't you? Cargo. Alright, well, J Randall's a bloody good example, isn't he? Because he always builds 2 CPU, right? Except his Creole there is 64,000. Whoops. But something like that should be at the limit or just over CPU limits. If they want to kind of nerf SVs and keep them sort of down and stuff, then that's the sort of lines I'd draw in the sand, I guess. Is this why my CPU stuff is all wonky in 10.5? I don't know, mate. I don't know, Dragon. No, not the crown. Sorry, Jay, was that a bad example? Oh, well, the Manta. The Manta's quite a decent... Let's bring that one in a second. Because that's actually a very reasonably built ship, but it's actually... Because it's mostly just wings. But... What does that one get to? 27,000! Elion, I think you've broken SVs. 6,000. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh dear. Try to build a useful ship with what they are giving us. Come on, Spanj, show us how it can be done. I will do in a second. I will do. I just wanted to give an example of like what are current ships. But I think to be honest, there's definitely a problem here. I don't know if Taylor's in the chat or Hummel. One storage box was like 5,000 CPU. What? Yeah, so they're still messing with the numbers then, aren't they? Container extension. 15 CPU for the controller and 15 for the extension. It's one of the shield generator that just completely whacks it out, because any ship that's got one of these in is gonna like have over 16,000 CPU. So this breaks anything I spawn in now that has a shield generator. It's as simple as that. So let's build one without a shield generator and see what we can do. Right. This is going to be a bit of a rush job, guys, so don't expect anything miraculous. Let's get our tools in first. We want the paint and colour tool. Yeah. You up there. SV, okay. Let's get a standard cockpit. They give us things. They give us these big old thrusters. Are we allowed to use them? Given these CPU limits, like what a biggest thruster there, 887 CPU. All right, let's get a large in, right, and that'll be our main thrust. Then we'll use the smalls and the mediums for everything else. Just get a bunch of generators and stuff. We're gonna want a warp drive. We're gonna want pentaxid. We're gonna want constructors, O2. Basically everything that we'd come to expect from a normal SV, right? Apart from shield generator. Oh, and RCSs. Right, there we go. Okay. Oh. Right. J. Randall cockpit. Wait, is that even center? Yeah. J. Randall cockpit. Wait, I don't need 3,000 blocks. Well, I probably will do at the end of this. Generally. Spanj DI, please. Why? Oh, good. It's not 3K per controller and 3K per extension. No. What the F? You're thinking? Doom, calm down. No, it's fine. I revolt. It's I'll say it again. I know I keep saying it, but it is. This is the closed alpha version. It is WIP. These CPU numbers, they're putting them out for the sole purpose of getting your feedback. They're not final numbers. You do not need to completely and utterly panic yet. But like I said, you know, if these numbers don't change and it comes out of experimental in these numbers, that's when you can panic. I'm going to put one big old rear thruster on this thing. We're going to put a couple of the generators in here. Let's whack on our symmetry mode. Get some fuel tanks. Right, and we are going to need an ammo box, but the only option we got is the ammo controller, isn't it? Yeah. So, ammo box, bit of ammo storage. And then, so bit of cargo storage. Nothing too much, nothing too fancy. And then bits and bobs like Wi-Fi, detector, RCSs. Let's have 6 of those to start with, see how we get on. Don't need a ventilator. O2 and let's have O2 station on one side, constructor on the other. Let's grab a armor locker as well while we're at it. Hello. Okay. So that's pretty much everything we'll probably want on the SV. So now let's give it basic thrust. So that's reverse, sideways, extra lift because obviously weights and volumes. And of course we've already got forward in the form of that gigantic monster at the top. That's without any blocks. And that is our CPU over the limit. Why? You bastard. We haven't even put guns on it. Oh dear. Left choice wasn't good. Hey Spanj. Why am I should be sleeping? You should be sleeping. Hellfire, Demonic, what's up, dude? Welcome along. Taylor said it was like 0.0025 per CPU per block. Yeah. I'll even be fine leaving off a constructor, even though it's handy as hell to have. Yeah. Oh dear. Did you even put a pentaxid tank? Yeah, the pentaxid tank on it. Right, so if we take off then, let's take off this monster here. What does that bring us down to? 6.3, okay. What else can we get rid of? Luxuries. O2 stations, armor lockers. That brings us down to 6.295. Alright, we're still not quite there. We're going to have to reduce the RCSs. Take off some extra thrusters for the lift. 5,000, right, okay. Fine. Regular thrusters then for forward momentum. 5295. Alright. 5295. If we sacrifice some fuel capacity. Another set of thrusters. Maybe we can get our constructor back. Armor locker and O2 station. Constructor. Armor locker. O2 station. 4793. Okay, that was weird. That went down a hell of a lot. Was it those fuel tanks then? How much is a fuel tank? 150? What? Why? That's mental. Alright. Fine. Let's start adding some blocks then. Let's start adding some blocks because we're at 4794. Very well. This is what we're gonna live with now, is it? No, it's absolutely not. It's absolutely, like I say, I will shout it from the rooftops again. Talon did ask me to. It's all work in progress, guys. Do not panic! These are not final numbers. With a basic sort of block layer around this thing. And we'll figure out a proper shape later, but this slight bit here is going to stick out. It's going to look awful, but whatever. I haven't got any guns on it yet either. Let's get some rocket launchers in here, just standard ones. Standard rockets. Mm-hmm. Using curved blocks. Right. Shutters. These are going to add CPU. And that's going to do that on the other side, but in the wrong place. It's fine. Actually, we could probably move that up. Let's move that up. And then it's in the right place then, isn't it? What are we at now? 4890, so we've still got plenty. Have I got right? Have I got all the thrusters in the right direction, isn't it? I think I'm probably going to have to add more forward, to be honest. I could make this out of plastic as well to make it even lighter, but I'm trying to get a gauge on stuff here. Just want to do a reasonable block layer so that we have an idea of what we're dealing with. Spanj, you're getting too fancy with your blocks. You might be right. We'll see, won't we? I think we're still alright. We're still alright. I think if you start adding like the deco, what are they called? Yeah, just the deco blocks and stuff, then you might be in trouble. This thing's going to be hideous. It's hideous. Nailed it. Huh. No. Didn't. Let's move this back to there. Oh, that's the wrong way up. Trexo. Dude, thank you for the follow, man. That's awesome. Trexo. What am I doing? Yeah, that's a great shape. Look at that. Woo! Wicked. I can move these thrusters right back, actually. They're just stupid placed there, aren't they? Can I add... Or is this going to break it, do you think? If I add another... That's... I don't think you need that much down. I think it's unnecessary. It's just going to break CPU again by doing that. realise I'm fussing over the shape of this thing, but... What do you want from me? I think it'll be fine. I think we'll be absolutely fine getting this thing up to like a decent amount of blocks and shaping and stuff. I think it'll be absolutely fine. I put that one in there because we've got the yeah. Got the old shield generator there. It's fine. Right. What? Just gonna weigh a ton in steel. Yeah. Pipe. Piping. That's what we're doing. O2 station isn't going to work without O2 tanks. God damn it. I forgot about the O2 tanks. Thank you. This block. This block. And that block. O2 tanks. Bingo. Thank you very much. Alright. This depressing shuttle of budget transport. That's what it is. There's a block, isn't there, that transfers between bingo. Forget about that one. Let's go with there we go. Now, rocket launchers. Four rocket launchers. The front is like a boat. 5558. Alright. Now the other question is, does Elion take into account the shape of the block when it calculates its block CPU? I don't think it does. I think that would be really hard to do anyway. It'd be really difficult for them to do that. Spikes. Spikes are cool. Let's increase the triangle count a little bit, see how that impacts. Pipes. Ooh, easy, tiger. Easy. Actually, no, that pipe's a bit too much. I know. Pipe that's too much? Is that even possible? Let's put some handlebars at the front. There we go. Still don't like this nose. It looks like it's supposed to go on water. It's a watercraft. Okay. Deco. I think this is going to be killer. What are we at? 5584. Alright. We're going to add some deco. Alrighty. Let's add some gribbling on the back. This is not a happy ship. Let's put these right in front of the rocket launcher so they can't fire. That's floating because they're half blocks, aren't they? Damn it. Yeah, like it. It's like it's got little flipper legs now. Ugh, hate fence. Spanj, the block has a CPU of 500 instead of a normal 0.0. The Spanj block has a CPU. Good one. Problem is they're making a standard that they wouldn't have to make if they optimized their game. Spanj is a great computer. I don't. Me and him still lag out of PvP and fights. All the same, it's the devs and the game. Well, there is some truth to that. There is some truth to that. But optimization is pretty difficult to do to a game that's still in development. You got to remember. This is alpha. Not only is that, it's alpha early access. We are essentially all testers. But yeah, I mean, optimization is obviously greatly needed, but it won't come for a while until I don't think until the game is feature complete, basically. So you could be waiting for a while before that happens. Let's just add some basic things. I want to add those funky foldy outy ones. These are really cool when they fold out. They're pretty sweet. But when they're just like that, they look a bit weird. I suppose it is kind of attached, but is that even the right height? I think it is, actually. I think they need their own little space. Might have to move the old Spanj block. Yeah, maybe that'll work. We'll leave it there. We'll see it. This is just an experiment anyway. Right. But yeah, that's what you gotta remember. It will come. The optimization and stuff like that will come, but it ain't gonna be for a while. Ultimately, if you want to play a bug-free game, there are. Well, I was about to say there's plenty out there, but actually, in all honesty, there isn't a single one, is there, that's bug-free? That's impossible. There's no software is bug-free. That is just. There's well-optimized games out there and well-patched games, you know, but they all went through the same development cycle ultimately. Some have the funding of AAA publishers and stuff like that, and they can just throw money at things and deliver a reasonably polished game. Well, you'd hope they deliver a reasonably polished game, but half the bloody time they don't even do that, do they? Imperium definitely needs optimization. For sure, there's no doubt about that. But yeah. Boom, 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 boom. It's too small. See, this is one thing that annoys me. These half blocks here, it's slightly too big. The absence of anything else, I suppose that's what I'll use. Let's just have a quick look at the full atlas a second. I don't think there are any new blocks in there. But I was quite surprised actually during XCal's dev blog Q&A yesterday. That they said that multiplayer has the same priority as single player. That actually surprised me a bit, I did. So I was like, really? 5604. 5604, and we have a fully functional SV, albeit with pretty lame credentials. Wait. We got left and right thrust. No. Wait, did I take that out? Where did I not even include that? You guys are rubbish. You're supposed to tell me about this sort of stuff. Yeah, there's pentacted tank in it. Oh, we need to squeeze some left and right thrust in here somewhere. Lagging in multiplayer during fights is shocking. Yes, it is. It is bad. It is really bad. It could be worse. I swear I put these in there. I must have taken them out. I am really confused. No. Hey, you forgot side thrusters. Taco, dude, where were you 5 minutes ago? Can we see what the new speeds are like in space with the boost? There's a boost. Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. Hang on. I've got to reorganize a second. I've got to do something. How much CPU have we got left now? 5814. And another thruster. Is that going to throw it over? 688! Yeah, it is. What if I get rid of some deco? Is that going to... 6026. Damn, those decos only had 2 CPU. 1 each, actually. Nightmare. Alright, fine. We'll have to make do with just 2 thrust forward then. Send them back in. I like those. I like those. Bit much? How about that? It doesn't do anything. That's the problem. It's like I could add them on there, but what's the purpose? What's the function? It doesn't like have one, does it? Like these ones, you could argue these are like fuel pods and stuff, so these could in theory work. But it's a bit ropey. It's like the same with that. And these. All the same. We could take those off. Add that there. I love that they clip in. So good. Actually, let's spin them round. Cargo frog style. Does that work? No, it won't work that way, will it? Sorry. Have to be that way. And then can I use these? Under there. Like weird antennae things. Totally weird. I don't know what to do with that space. I have to admit, watching Spanj throw something together and it looking 1,000,000 times better than my longest builds is a bit disheartening. Sorry, bud. Practice. Though these ones, what? Can't even lift off with a HV attached. Oh, yeah, we'll try that in a second. Within CPU limits? Never. CPU 5824. We're in CPU, right? That's what we can build now, and it's kind of limited to say the least. We have got 2 thrusters in all directions. That is it. Let's throw some fuel in this thing, take it down on planet, and see if we can pick up an HV with it. Alright. Has got 4 rocket launchers though. Where's my... Oh, how do you turn the new HUD on, by the way? Do I have to run a command to do it? Or is that under, like, video or something? There's a new, thingy, isn't there? Damn, I don't know if they put it on there. It's Cloud of Limited Ruffle Lamb. Haha! I can't remember how to do it. There's a command. Maybe it's in the help of the console. Let's have a look. Ow! The new flight HUD. Designer Spotlight is cancelled. Structure node. I think it is pilot mode in the P menu. Oh right, so it's just Shift I. No, that's that. Now there's a new heads-up display thing. It's quite cool. Something about ship controller, I think. Ship. Here we go. SC configure of player ship controller admin. Is that SC? Like help? Oop. Help SC. Pilot mode toggle. Pilot mode sensitivity. Toggle max speed. Toggle drag lift. Thruster boost. Ship stats. Switch all systems. HUD. There we go. SE on. Is that SE HUD on or just HUD? SE color. Change the overall color of the HUD. That's pretty cool. So what's that? SE HUD. Boom! Yeah! Look at that shit. That's cute. That's freaking cute. Right. Look at this stuff down at the bottom right though. That's freaking cute too. Power usage. Fuel stir. Let's go. Let's actually start moving around. See how that power usage is moving. Alright. I don't know how the HUD is figuring out what's level and what's not. Max speed. I don't know how to use the boost. Like, is there a... So speed 152 meters a second right now. That's pretty quick, because it used to be a lot lower than that, didn't it? Obviously, if we had thrust... If we were able to use the big old jet thrusters... Oh, crap, I'm coming in fast, boys. I'm coming in really fast. We're at 60 meters a second now. In atmo. We got the range information of our missiles at the bottom though. That's pretty sweet. Altitude on the left. I like that. That changes now to an altitude meter there. Plus a level. Yeah, and the compass is just different as well. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I like it. New HUD's very cool. Lag. Still a bit of lag, like coming out of third person and stuff, but whatever. I like the HUD stays up while I'm in third person as well. It's pretty cool. Like, this ship doesn't move badly. It's not terrible. It's obviously dry weight at the moment, barring some fuel and stuff. But I can fly it. It's perfectly reasonable. With 4 rocket launchers as well. It'll take down a POI. No problem. And that's just 2 forward thrust. I've got 4 on the lift though. Let's try a HV out. Oh, do you know what? Did I take them out again? I did, didn't I? I took them out by accident though. Took them out to put the side thrust in. I'm taking the down thrusters out. God damn it. Need somewhere for these to go. There's a warp drive. There we go, and that's where they'll go. Told you it was going to be messy. Right, that's going to take us over now, isn't it, though? Yep! That's going to take us over. It took us over. Ah, you son of a bitch. Whole, how many over as well? 36 points. Okay. Take out one. Ah, it just doesn't do it. Just doesn't do it. 202 tanks out. It's still 6036. What the hell? It takes up 36 CPU. Wi-Fi. Kinda need that. Doesn't even have a CPU amount. Detector 50. That'll do it. 15 on each cargo extension. Right, okay, we'll take off 2 cargo extensions. Right, okay, that's fine. Do that. There we go. And that will reduce us down to 608. 608 if we take this nonsense off. 603. All the deco, basically. 6,000. Bingo. So you can't have a good-looking SV. You can't have a practical SV. You can't have a fast SV. Or shielded SV. The boost on his ship wasn't lit up. Wondered if they need something for the boost. It might be another command. So one of these. Toggle auto thrust. Toggle thrust booster TTB. So we do SCC TTB. The thrust booster is now on. And it's charging. Does this like use extra fuel then, does it? Spanj, this encourages death cubes even more, creating detail like J. Randall's and yours work is impossible now. It's not impossible now, Doom. Don't worry. These numbers will change, mate. And also, we will adapt and we will make it work. Don't worry about it. Yeah, shift is the boost key. So at the moment we're traveling at 50 meters a second, which is standard sort of SV speeds. That's getting a bit of altitude. Right, and then full boost. So hit shift, hold it. We're boosting, but we're not actually going any faster. I think there's another command here I'm missing. So toggle thrust boost, which we did. Toggle thruster RCS. Switch on and off the thruster RCS system. I don't know what that means. Switch on and off auto thrust. Toggle max speed. Toggle max speed. Toggle max rote speed. So TMS. Max speed mode is now on. Alright. Well, max speed is drastically reduced. 28 meters a second now on this ship. Right, we'll hit our boost and now we get extra speed. But up to about 31 meters a second. Anyone? Please, no. No. Alright. This is funny. Oh no! What the hell's going on with my landing gears? You're backwards, my friend. You are absolutely backwards. And you are looking really stupid right now. Never mind. Down one. No. Only down one, but on that block. Yeah, there we go. Oh boy. Yeah, SVs are going to be a bit of going to require a bit of more feedback and love and attention, I think. Let's have a look at the prefabs a second. I know the prefabs haven't been really like touched in a while, and anything like even like the tier 6 prefab, which is ludicrous, is gonna break. But what's the tier 1 prefab, right? This is a pretty cheap SV. 2279. Alright, so you're definitely well within CPU. When does that break, I wonder? Let's go, the little looter. Let's try the tier 2A. MX5A 19,000. Excuse me. Alright. What about you, me old little badge? 3821. So within a single prefab tier, the tier 2s, you get from 3,000 to 19,000. Who built this one then, huh? J. Rando. Got a challenge for you, buddy. Spanj, are you willing to throw together a quick cargo only SV? Well, first of all, let me try something before we throw another SV together or something. Let's throw in some HVs into the mix here. Let's grab my go-to Earth Mover. All right, Earth Mover, nice miner, good HV. 28,000 CPU out of 6,000. HVs are 6,000 as well. So you're illegal as well. Let's crank your weapons off. Let's actually then turn you off. Let's... I don't know if I need to run a command for this to enable as well. Let's see. I think I might need a command for this as well. Shield gen still 16,000. Yes, the shield gen is still 16,000. How broken ones fly. Right, I don't know if I need the docking on the HV to the SV or the SV to the HV. That's the thing. You need to go into the HV to dock it. Oh, okay, thank you. I assume that would dock straight away. I'm gonna try moving it off a second. Oh god, it's freaking out! Oh, I got to turn this on or something. Pad was on HV. Right. Gotcha. So you need a top docking pad on the HV then, yeah? Cool. Like that. And then just swing this over the top. I don't know if, like, docking it to the docking pad. There we go. Right, turn you off then. Now, can you lift you? I'm hard on space, guys. I'm holding space. It ain't happening. It's gonna be 4 thrust lift capacity. Ain't no good. Ain't no good. To be expected. God damn. Alright. How heavy is this? 36 tons. 36.8 tons, right. Okay, let's grab just for science. Let's grab something that will definitely lift it. Where are you? Whoop! Yeah, this is broken as well, isn't it? Whoopsie daisy. Let's see. Be so general with that. The up thrust on this thing, it's crazy. Right. I think that'll be alright. It ain't docking. Why ain't it docking? It's gonna be broken, hell yeah. Do you have Xcos micropart? I think I do somewhere, yeah. Why isn't that docking? Half block collision. Yeah, it's not because it's not actually touching the... They are half blocks on the bottom of the cargo frog, aren't they? Trying to think where's the best place to... Probably on that back quarter there. Whoops! So if I build... that. Still like, what is that I'm colliding against? Seriously. Let me pull the drills away. What is that? Literally, that's as high as it goes. Is it the turret on top? Like... This is a really bad example. Yeah, that's as high as it goes. I'm guessing it's the turret. Ramp block, maybe. Hang on. By ramp block. I assume it was a turret. Yeah, as high as it goes. By turret. Nope. Oh, Jesus, what is that? That is crazy. I can't imagine what block that is. It's having that much of an effect. What the hell? Remove the thin blocks on top of the HV. Well, yeah, but I mean, even if the thin blocks were full blocks, that's a 2-block space. What's blocking it there is 2-block space. I don't know. Camera. I didn't even know. Mutant bloody SV now, HV. Oh. There we go. Dock it properly. Got it! Yeah, this thing could lift it fine. So you can lift your broken HVs with your broken SVs. So that's useful. So the cargo frog's got like ample thrust. Obviously, it doesn't compute, doesn't meet CPU limits currently. If we hit shift, we can get up to the 50 meters a second for the briefest of seconds, and then we're back down to 37 meters with the new speedy thingies. Right. I think what I'm going to do, I don't want to put, excuse me. I don't want to put a cargo SV together because I think that's just like broken outright. I don't think until the numbers are finalized for testing tomorrow. I think there's a little point doing that. But what I want to do try out is the whole speed stuff. We'll see if we can put together a little rocket ship. Right. Did I turn the did I turn the cargo frog off, or did you run out of fuel? You ran out of fuel, Bessie. Bless you. Right. Okay. So what I want to build is a little SV that goes like stink, basically, in planet atmosphere. So what we want is a new SV starter block. Try and keep it in CPUs again. Right. Okay, so basic cockpit first of all, and we're going to do this horrible one here. Okay. And this thing is all about engines. So we can have where's the small jets? We have some small jets, but we're also going to have a monster central engine. This thing's gonna oh no, it's a stupid shape. Oh, I can't use that. Can't use that. Stupid shape alert. What about that one? Is that the same stupid shape? Yeah, it is. Same stupid shape. Well, no, it's a good shape. It's not the stupid shape. The cockpit's the stupid shape. Let's use the XL then. Basically, or just one huge. No, that's the same 3x3. What's the dimensions? Where are they? 3, 10, 3, 252. So that one then, isn't it? It's going to be the Jet 2 medium. The large is 373. So that's 3 blocks as well. All right, let's get 2 mediums then. To be honest, that's going to be good enough, isn't it? Right, let's get rid of you. We're going to need you, and you, and some of you, let's say. Right, okay. I want a core. Let's move that now before we forget about it. So, core. Oh, I don't know. Let's put the core over on the side here. That'll do. Right. Generators. Fuel tanks. Gonna need plenty of fuel tanks. This thing is gonna be a need for speed ship. We got forward thrust. Reverse thrust. Symmetry mode. Side thrust. Up. Or rather down. And up. RCSs. And that is all we need. And that is 3,335 CPU. In that case, let's see if we can add an ammo box to it and put some guns on it as well. And we can turn it into a fast hit and run something or other. Ammo. Container extensions. Ammo box. That'll probably do. How much ammo is that? 750. Loads. Okay. That takes us up to 3425. Very nice. Weapons. Missile launchers. Homing. Outer plate. 4 of them. CPU 4365. Wings. Because reasons. Under blocks. So, let's get the stupid heavy ones. Nice and sleek. Double wing. Now at 4481. Blocks. Oh, that fuel tank is an awful place, isn't it? It's like snipe here. Snipe here, bad guys. I need that super mystery block that we can never find. There it is. Beautiful. Sorry. So I think what Elion I think are trying to achieve with these CPU limits is improved performance in the game, which, you know, is noble, and B, ship classes of vessels once more. I don't know what to do with the back here. I'm kind of might come back to that and figure it out later. I don't really know what to do. So that you have basically, you have SVs, you have CVs, you have HVs that have an exact purpose. Double landing gear. Nailed it! So, for example, this one would be, well, hopefully, we'll see if it works in a minute, but a supersonic kind of fighter bomber thing. Probably just a bomber. Get in, deliver a payload, get the hell out again. Is that? There's landing gear, isn't it? Yeah. It's so big. Damn. Arthur, dude, thank you very much for the follow, man. That's awesome. Alright, we've got ourselves a supersonic stealth bomber. Let's actually see if it is supersonic, because the medium engine in there is not exactly awesome sauce. No shields, no warp, nothing like that. Of course they will have features and I'm fine. Don't optimize your game by fucking over your players. Limiting player builds because of optimization is a BS argument. They are a very small team, they cannot do it all. I did. I said to them when they threw out the initial numbers. Nailed it. I said to Talon, oh boy, you're gonna get a lot of backlash for this, Talon. Right, here we go. So it says on max speed instantly we're at 70 meters a second in this badass. Right. Swing around a second. Just quite a slow turner. But this is interesting actually, because do you know what? This opens up dynamics for PvP that, or even just single player as well. Actually, think about it. Let's not put. Yeah. Sweet. Because, like in my Project Eden, I just brought in NMK's ship, and that's obviously like well over CPU and stuff. But it could do everything. It can do everything. It can fight. It can tank. It's fast. It's maneuverable, and it's got firepower for days. Whereas something like this, for example, is literally going to be good at reloading. That's so anticlimactic. Flying in at 70 meters a second. That's faster than any SV has ever gone before, except like vertically. Go in, there's a turret, and flying off the other side. Suddenly, you've got yourself a hit-and-run bomber that's flying faster than anything can actually target it, really. I'm out. And that's with the medium engine. So, I mean, we're at well, we're at 4,566 CPU. So we could very easily add. I say very easily. It's not going to be attractive though. The large one, the bigger engine. Where is it? The XXL. Brace yourselves, guys. It's going to get ugly. I warned you. That takes our max speed. Oh, it's still 70. That's lame. Is that the absolute max then? Is it like the hard coded max? I don't know. Put the big engine on it. Yeah, actually we're doing 100 then, but then it was going up into space. Oh, 90, 100. Alright, let's see if the boost 73. No, I think 80 meters a second. Vertically, if we're going up, we're over 100 meters a second now, 108, 110. But yeah, that horizontal speed seems to be capped at 70 at the moment. But still, being able to dive bomb a target at like 100 and something meters a second. I totally hit that SV that I built earlier. I didn't save that. Whoops! I think the rocket's timed out on that one. But yeah, it's a different type of SV engagement. Because I mean, how many of you, honestly, you just sort of whoops, sit above a POI, hover there, tank it on your shields, and just go pop, turret, pop, turret, pop, turret, without even like worrying about actually receiving fire. In this case, you'll have to. Interesting. And don't forget as well, you know. Helion did this with CPU, not CPU, with weights and volumes. Everybody kicked off about that, and we're all fairly used to it now, I think. Well, a lot of... I certainly am, anyway. And when they first brought out weights and volumes, I was pissed because it was shite. It still sort of is, because it still has loads of problems. I wish they'd bloody fix it. Like with logistics with placeables, like water gens and stuff like that. It's just like, why is this still a thing? Why am I still having to manually drag and drop every goddamn thing into a connected toolbar? Seriously. So I'm fully expecting this to have problems that will probably get ignored. But inevitably we will adapt. Why I'm doing this? Did I not install, I guess I didn't. I thought I put a landing pad at the front. No, I guess I didn't. There we go, really. Iridium, what's up, dude? Welcome along. Been loving your Eden videos, mate. Keep it up. Thank you very much, sir. Julian, over on YouTube. Can you split the engines into two smaller ones? To a degree, yeah. I mean, the engines, they each have their own CPU count, so I would split a medium into 4 jets, probably. Let's see, a medium is 560 CPU, a small is 233. So you can basically get 2 smalls in a medium rather than 4. A large is 773. So you can get 1.5, not even 1.5 jets, mediums into a large. Extra large, 840. So you get decreasing returns because then the XXL is 887. So you're always better off using the larger engines. You get more CPU for your buck, really. I think it's directly related to force, isn't it? So the Jet 2 medium... Oh no, it has the same here. 840 kilonewtons of thrust. Eden series is good, so thank you for that. You're welcome, Annie. I'm glad everybody's enjoying it. I'm certainly enjoying making it. I have a bit of an off week this week, to be honest, guys, because I had to record... Well, I've recorded 3 episodes so far. I recorded them all on Saturday while I still quite badly inflicted with the man flu. So, expect more flu-related calamity. And missing obvious things and not doing very well, but yeah, so I think tomorrow, like I announced on my Discord just before stream, that tomorrow will be a, if they release experimental, of course, tomorrow will be a patch video covering all the new stuff, 10.6 rather than a Project Eden video, because I just haven't had time to record the 5 videos I need for the next week. So I'll be coming home from work tomorrow and jumping straight on that, probably working on that all night, so probably be up around the same time, sort of time that Project Eden video will, about sort of 10 PM my time kind of thing. And then so the next Project Eden video will be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday. Well, I haven't recorded Fridays yet. It is 70, caps at 70, isn't it? The rotation on this thing sucks. I suppose it would. What if I reduce the size of these wings, I wonder? That was close. So I have that one on there, didn't I? What if I have like one of these, two of these on there? They're too small. What is that one? Yeah. Reduced wing size. Yeah, it's still 70 meters per second. I think that is the cap. But that might improve its performance slightly. Weighs less. But yeah, don't worry guys, the CPU, it's coming out experimental tomorrow. You'll be able to tinker with it and see it. But obviously, just make sure that you feedback, problems, bugs with it. Obviously, even if it's just general sort of opinion feedback. You know, Elion wants all the feedback, even if it's sort of negative. I mean, obviously, be polite. Don't just go trolling their Discord, going, "Oh, this is fucking shit. You suck." Constructive feedback. Why is it shit? Whoops. What's the problems you're having? Things like the shield generator being 16,000 CPU is obviously a bug. Now, I think they're very much aware of that already. But obviously, something like I said earlier in the stream, something like my Mark V Nightshade should not be over CPU. And the great thing about the Nightshade, though, and this might be what Elion are trying to get away from, is the Nightshade kind of has everything. And I think that's probably what they're trying to get away from. The Nightshade has great speed, maneuverability. It has a warp drive, constructors, fridges, O2 stations, has a space for a shield generator, and that is exactly the sort of multi-role ship that I think Elion are trying to encourage people to move away from. So, Ellie, CPU, what it's supposed to do is to bring people's ship sizes under control. So obviously a lot of people complain the game performance is not very good, which it isn't, but remember the game is doing a hell of a lot of stuff. Every single block that you place is textured, rendered in, calculated, moved. Every shot fired is then calculated against each individual block, and so on and so forth. You know, there's an enormous amount of calculations going on. So obviously the more blocks that are in play, the slower things go, the more impact it has. And Elion are keen to make sure that Empyrean works well for people with monster rigs and people with potatoes, for computers as well. So CPU is all about trying to guide us builders to more efficient ships, and not just efficient either, more specific as well. Like this thing here, this thing is very CPU compliant, but this thing would only be good at one thing, and that is hit and run turrets on POIs or chasing down other SVs. And that's it. It can't haul anything, it can't tank anything, it can't carry anything, construct anything, it can't top your oxygen on, you can't store armor in it, you can't live in it, nothing. That's it. Its sole purpose in life is to chase down SVs or take out turrets in hit and run attacks. That's it. That's the sort of thing they're after. The cargo frog's sole purpose in life should be to lift things. The fact that I've armed it with 6 Gatling cannons and a warp drive is not compatible with that statement. That's the point. If I want something that is purely just to lift things, then I should build something to just lift stuff, and it will be CPU compliant. That's the idea. Unfortunately, that does mean that perfectly reasonable builds like the Nightshade here are over CPU count by 3,000 points. Doesn't mean it will stop working though. It will carry on working. What happens when you go over CPU is that you'll start. It will start throttling your RCSs, and I think your thrusters as well. So your builds will still work, but they will be stiffer, and it will be harder to fly. So I think even with 3,000 points over the limit, though, the Nightshade is still a boss. This is with throttled RCSs. Yeah, it's fine. In fact, I suspect this feels even like nimbler than normal. I think because I've got the max speed switched on. Let's turn on a few more flight controls here, because I think I'm perhaps not turned on the RCS one TTR. TTR. Thrust RCS system is now on. Auto thrust. I don't know what auto thrust is, but let's turn it on. Tap. Oh, it's now off. Let's turn that back on actually. Drag lift. TDL. TDL is now on. No, that was an invalid. TDL. When drag lift is switched on, please get out and then get in the ship in order to update the stats correctly. Alright, let's do that. Whoa! Okay. Yep. Wee! Easy, Tiger. Alright. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Okay, I'm not quite sure what's going on here. Taylor! What's up, dude? First of all, numbers and subject change. I've been telling them. On-off button in both SP and MP. I thought you said they were hard-coded and you couldn't turn them on and off. Oh my god. Right, I don't know what... Is that this RCS boost thing that I've just turned on? This thing is insane. I need to go back and read that document. So, pilot mode sensitivity. I haven't got pilot mode on. I don't want to turn it on. Max speed is on. Max... Oh, TMRS. I think that's what I need to turn on. Right, SC TMRS. Max rotation speed is now on. That's a little bit better. It's not as mental now. It's still twitchy as all hell. Look at this thing. It's like it's on bloody weird drugs. Wow. What? This is the new ship controller. I'm very confused. I don't know what I've turned on and what I've turned off now. Taylin's over on Twitch chat, guys, by the way. I want to jump in there and shout at him. Can it be throttled back, Spanj? I don't know, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Info. Return some feedback. Switch all. SA. Switch all systems off. If bool equals false, on, otherwise no parameter switch on. I wish I could understand some of this stuff sometimes. Okay, I think I've turned everything on, so maybe if I switch everything off again and then on again, SCSA. Oh god, and then SCSA again. And then on. Okay, so pilot mode is now on. Pilot mode pointer sensitivity 1, default 1, max speed is on. Rotation, drag lift, afterburner, thruster RCS, auto thrust system is now on. CPU penalty system is now on. CPU. I ran out of fuel. Back on. There we go. Right. I think, right, the new RCS. Taylor, let me know. But the new thrust RCS thing's like super sensitive, so that you don't need so many RCS. This thing is insane. Excuse me. Is that so you don't need as many RCSs basically? Because this thing is like twitchy as hell. Spanj, is SCSA off? Is off. What? No, I turned it off and on again. It went SCSA and then SCSA again. So it, well, do I have to tell it off? Well, unless RCS equals SA CPU, yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is a million. As long as I can build enormous RP ships and creative, I'm good. Yeah. So, do I have to do off? Oof! That turns everything off. But everything's still on! What am I doing here? I just did that, but it's... Everything says pilot mode is now off. Pilot mode pointer, la da da da. But it says max speed mode is on. CPU penalty system is now on. Everything's on. Alright, and then just do it again to turn it back on again. Yeah. Alright. I'm trying to understand why this thing is just absolutely insane all of a sudden. I mean, I can't control it. Is it Shift I? Even pilot mode is... If I'm really gentle... No, as soon as I press Q and E, it just goes nuts. SCSA false. Right. Okay, let's try that. Hey, stop. Right. False. Dulce. I press dulce. Let's try it again. Everything's off. Everything is off. Okay. And then just hit on again. But then get out. And then in. Oh, no, it's still batshit crazy. Whoa! What the? Ah! Why? Okay, hang on. Now it's off. Well, no. Well, hang on. Pilot mode is now off. Yeah. Well, I like pilot mode off because I don't like pilot mode. Boost! That's really fast. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with the RCSs. New HUD is cool. Yeah, mate. It is so cool. Way too many RCSs. But it didn't used to have too many RCSs. This is my confusion. Like, I can take RCSs out though. There's no problem. It's just, I'm trying to understand. Like, is the change in performance behavior because of RCSs? I assume it is. I can take a bunch of RCSs out and we can see what it does. Right, that is, I think, all but one RCS. No, it's two RCSs. Yeah. Two RCSs is an entire thing now. Alright. It's still batshit crazy. Alright, his roll has calmed down, but bloody hell. Nope. It's the Q and the V more than anything. The left and the right isn't too bad. It's when I hit that Q and the V, the roll is just madness. Is that thrusters? Dear. Hey, Spanj, finally caught live stream. Hey, Big Mike, what's up, dude? Big Mick, Big J. Struth. Right. Take all the RCSs out. Now, how'd you fly? You're fine! What? There's one RCS left. Where is this RCS? There's one left. There's a secret RCS somewhere. Oh, secret RCS. Where are you? We'll find you. We'll be up here. Damn. Oh, here it is. Found it. Now how do you turn? Fine. Right, you got no RCSs, yet it's still turning like an absolute boss. This makes no sense. My nightshade is possessed. It's gone mental. Oh god, have we got auto brake on? No, that was auto brake on. That's auto brake on, and it's still like, okay, right. Get in and out. I did get in and out. I was in God mode, out getting the RCS out. I get in and out like 14 times. Oh look, it still moves. It's absolutely fine, even though it's got no RCSs. Tail in. RCS missing. I got no RCSs and it's still working. Tail in, please fix. Alright, fine. I'll come out. Fully. You do not need RCSs now. That would be a big CPU saving. Jay, unfortunately, I think it's probably a bug, my friend. That would be funny, though. Ian, what's up to? Welcome along. It's funny. Oh, dear. Console turn off and then back on again for the update. Shouldn't have to use console. Yeah, well, I think the idea, Joda, is that you won't have to use console, but for the purpose of testing and stuff like that, it was put into commands and whatnot. It's fine. Yeah. Well, it's not only it's not even experimental yet. You've got to remember this is the closed alpha version, so you guys aren't even supposed to see this stuff. What am I doing? But I'm allowed to show you because I'm special. Boink, 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 boink. Daylight, and I'm going to stop time. It will move a little bit. That's really weird. If I really shake the mouse, even with no RCSs, it moves a little bit. But I've got no roll. Yeah, okay, right, fine. There was clearly some weirdness going on. Good call on the turn it off and on again. Well done. Let's put a single RCS back. If I can find a central point. Did I take one out centrally? That would be amazing. I don't think I did. I think they're all... Oh no, up here. Oh, I could... It's for the shield generator area, but I suppose it doesn't matter right now. Oh, it's really sluggish. It's rubbish. Right. Let's put some more back then. Oh, actually, do you want me... Actually, before I do this, should I turn all the things on? Oh, God. Just stay there. Just... No. Stay. Stop. Stop. Why are you rolling? Why are you rolling? SC... SA, was it? Bang. Everything's on. And everything's still... The ship controller, yeah. It's also a bit delayed, look. Yeah, that's alright. So the ship controller, Talon, seems to artificially invoke RCSs on your ship for some reason. Help, let's see. What we got? Turn the RCSs off. SC, TTR. It's now off. Yep, now I can't move. That's better. Fine. Yeah, the RCS stuff needs fixing. Big style. Big style. Stylies. Big stylies. Where's the, it's where the, on either side of the, yeah, there we go. 4 RCSs. Yeah, it's not quite. More. So we're back up to number now. That's better. This is the nightshade I remember. Fine. Alright, cool. So yeah, make sure when the experimental version comes out, guys, lots of creative, constructive feedback is required. So hit up the developers over on the Discord, official Discord, in the forums. Either one, basically. Things like, obviously the CPU numbers on some things are a bit broken yet. CPU numbers are still a work in progress. Obviously shield generator being 16,000 CPU is nuts. That's obviously a problem. And yeah, I think honestly something like the Nightshade here, which is a starter SV designed to just get you off the first planet being over CPU, is maybe a little unreasonable. But like I said, I know the developers, they're working towards sort of specialist SVs. SVs was kind of singular purpose, like this one that I built earlier. Its sole purpose is to go fast and shoot turrets and run away. It has no cargo, it has no luxuries, it's nothing. It's just guns and engines, and it's well below CPU. But I suspect that if we were to build, or try and build, something like the Cargo Frog here, even if I made it solely, its purpose solely to lift cargo, like a full SU box, it will be over CPU in its current form. And that's, I think, the balance that we need to get right with Elion is, okay, we can get behind the idea of ships having a purpose. Nailed it. But we need to be able to build ships that have a purpose, that make it worthwhile, do you know what I mean? So a cargo, I think, especially a cargo SV, is going to be a very big challenge with 15 CPU for one cargo extension. I know SUs aren't, I know SVs aren't supposed to carry cargo, but ultimately, early game, that's all you've got. That's your best sort of hauler, is something like the old Froggy here. And it might be that we can build a Frog without a warp drive, or with only one Gatling. Very slow forward, left, right, reverse thrust, but plenty of lift, that sort of thing. So yeah, just bear that in mind. Obviously, I know there's going to be some emotions running high tomorrow when you get your hands on this, when you see that pretty much every single build that you've built is going to be out of CPU. But yeah, try not to go onto the Discord and things like that and get insulting or anything like that. Just be civilized. But yeah, that's interesting. I definitely like the new HUD. That's really cool. And I think it's going to be really cool once we get the CPU numbers nailed down. It's another challenge. It's weights and volumes all over again. But, you know, hopefully with less toxicity. And hopefully, they'll finish it as well. Because weights and volumes still isn't finished. Still Pisses me off. But yeah. That's what we need to help with, guys. Alright. It's all screwed from now on. That's the spirit, crazy. You got it. Bingo. Yeah. Yeah, so don't panic, guys. These numbers are a work in progress, but hopefully that gives you an idea of what is coming on Monday to the experimental branch. Taylin over on the Twitch chat here did mention just a minute ago that they're considering at the moment an on-off switch for single player and multiplayer, so adding it to the difficulty settings probably, which it already is, I suppose. But I suppose maybe they took that out and they're going to put it back in. I don't know. But yeah. New challenges await us. That's the way you need to see it. New challenges, ladies and gentlemen, for building. Now we've got to get it in. And like I said, actually, we don't even need to get it into CPU. As close to as possible. Because even if it's over CPU, it will still work. It just throttles your RCSs a little bit more, that's all. So yeah. Flight control, SV to HV docking, the new garbage collector. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we tried out. We did a little SV HV docking earlier. We docked the earth mover here to the cargo frog and flew around a bit. So we know that works. That definitely works. And we're gonna have. I think we're gonna have some great SV builds, specifically designed to lift hover vessels around. So that'll be fun. Garbage collector works for textures and assets, right? Dude, Sephrin, thank you very much for the bits, dude. That's awesome. They did say it wasn't going to be an option to shut off in the Q&A. I think since then they're maybe changing their mind. I think basically Elion possibly already sensing the impending backlash. No matter how positive and stuff I can spin it, there's going to be a backlash. There's going to be some angry people. I think they know that. Yeah. Scott says, I really like the new changes. Can you imagine the CVs that are required to carry everything now? A minor, a freighter, a mover, massive. Yeah, man. The CPU, who would care about a CPU for cargo if you can lift a HV container ship? Well, the thing is, that's the other thing. We tried to lift the earth mover with that little SV that I built in a hurry, and it couldn't lift it, remember? So this thing couldn't lift it because it was too heavy. That's like 40 tons. That's why we had to bring in the old cargo frog, which is massively out of CPU, and that could lift it fine, obviously. But even if you've got all your loot and ore or whatever in your hover miner or your hover vessel, your SV still needs to be able to lift that weight. So docked ships, the weight of docked ships is now counted in the overall mass of the mother vessel, I suppose you could say.
Nailed it!
Which now means that my super lifter has a purpose in life. But does my super lifter meet CPU? Oh, I highly doubt it. Let's find out. How far over is it? Super lifter B. Hang on. Plonk. Hello, my darling. How you doing? You magnificent beast. Lag. CPU. Oh, I can't even count that many numbers. That's a lot. 60,881,164 out of 200,000 CPU. I think I'm a wee bit over there, lads. And it's just a wee bit. That's the problem with having a size class 16 ship. It's beautiful. Look at the doors though, and they do spinny. It's so cool. What if? But is this like wider? This bit is wider than it used to be, isn't it? this little pillar thing. See, that's going to cause a problem, isn't it? Because people would have designed HVs and stuff to fit through the old doors. And now the new ones have got wider pillars. Even though they look sick as hell. I love the little spinny thing in the middle. Nice. Very nice. Aesthetically, it doesn't actually fit with the super lifter very well. More narrow doors. There you go. Yeah. New hangar doors got some more tweaking, but the artists have no time at the moment. What? Are they busy arting? Is that what you're saying? What are they arting now? Please tell me they're arting the deconstructor, because that thing is terrible. Taylin, what are they arting? I know it's not a real word, it's just funny. No, they haven't arted the little icons inside the Atlas. They're old doors. They need to art that. We have two hired. Yeah, the deconstructor needs work though, dude, because it looks like the head of a it looks like the head of a transformer. Like, you know. Can you like I don't know. I don't want to say anymore. I'm gonna get myself in trouble. I don't know what they're building. Hummel's arranged that stuff. All right, fair enough. I'll annoy Hummel. They need to They need to re-art the deconstructor and make it look better. That's my feedback. Yeah. So superlifter buggered. All right, cool. Like I said, it will still work, but at a much, I think, because it's considerably over. Oh my god. Shut your face. You can't be serious. You've nerfed my thrusters that much. It can't even take off anymore. Taylin, come on. Can't do this to me. Fine. Superlift 2. Like, literally, military thrust, superlift 1 and superlift 2. Better take off. You bastards. You absolute bastards. I can't believe you'd murder. I can't believe you'd murder my ship. You are 100% CPU penalty. Nothing will work. You murdered the superlifter. Fine. Fine. Me and you are gonna have words. You're gonna have words. Can't believe it. It can't even. Yeah, it can't even lift itself. It's not a super lifter anymore anyway, it's a decrepit lifter, isn't it? It's a nothing lifter. It's a paperweight, is what it is. It's a base now. Damn you. CPU limit screw thrusters hard, really stupid. Salty Puglord. Salty Puglord, salty. I'm salty, you killed my super lifter, you bastards. The dream lifter. It can lift dreams. Yeah. Does the superlifter have a clone chamber and a med bay? No, I don't think it does. I think it's only got the med bay there and there. It doesn't have clone chambers as well. It's got 2 med bays though. But yeah, do you know what? The superlifter was supposed to be the saving grace of weights and volumes. And when they added in that the mass of HVs and SVs, it was going to be the saving grace of weights and volumes. But no, it's not to be, ladies and gentlemen. It's too big and stupid. Yeah. Unbelievable. Rip. Rip indeed. Rip indeed. I can't believe it. Yeah. I'm not sure how much more positive spin I can put on this now, Taylin. F's in the chat, people. The superlifter. I mean, it was killed by Excalibur first, let's be honest. But it's now officially dead. Properly dead. What else have you broken? Hang on. I'm been telling everybody that they'll still work, even though there's CPU penalties. But obviously, the retrofit Naginata here will be fine, right? This will still work. Oh, you're literally motherfuckers right now. CPU penalty level 100%. 59,737,792 out of 200,000. Alright, fine. Yeah. You want to take my super lifter and you want to take my Naginata away from me. Okay. Try to stay cool. That's fine. Let's take it down. Let's go down to the starter CV stuff, you know? Because it's not all about big boats anymore, is it? You fucking kidding me? You need to reduce your Deco account. Talk to me about reducing my Deco account. CPU penalty. What's my CPU penalty now? Where is that even shown? 100%! Get it! 24 million. It's a starter ship, you swines! Dear. J Randall might have something. Fine, let's get the Wayfarer in here. Let's have a look at that. J Randall, you still in the chat? Are you excited? I'm excited. Oh yeah. Love the Wayfarer. Great boat. Beautiful ship. Nicely done. 90%. They're dead, Dave. Taylor, are you still there? Or have you left? Oh shit. He's still there. You brave motherfucker. You are seriously a brave bastard. Oh dear. Alright, fine. Let's take it back even further. Oh fuck. Broke it! Tried to spawn a ship while I'm sat in a cockpit. Ah, fuck. That's my fault, sorry. I'm sat in a cockpit. I can set my pitchfork on fire with blood magic. Oh dear. Jeff almost threw a bottle of Xanax by now. I think the CPU usage numbers need some tweaking. I would agree with you there. Contemplate. I would agree with you. I suspect the Talon says we probably broke 85% of the workshop. Oh dear. Delamarian, what's up, dude? Welcome along. Welcome to the shit show. I have not one creation that works now. J Randall, but you were building everything. J Randall, you were building everything to CPU, my friend. What do you mean you don't have anything to CPU? I am sure that this will be fine before this goes public. Necessary tweaks. Oh, thank God the STO2 is fine. I still have a starship. Oh, fuck. Hello. It's mental, but I still have a starter ship. It's fine. The good old STO2 still trooping the colour. What a hero. You will not break me. You may take my nightshades. You may take my superlifters. You may take my Naganatas, but you will never take my short haulers. Oh, man. Hey, Dream. What did I miss? Good one. Oh, dear. That CPU penalty, that is savage. That needs to be adjusted, big style. That needs to be adjusted. Obviously, we've spoken about the numbers. The numbers need adjusting. We all know that. There are numbers in there that don't make any sense. But that is not an unreasonable ship. This is not an unreasonable boat. Yeah, for some reason, it's 24 million CPU points. No, sorry, I got that wrong. 2 million CPU points, 459,056. 2 million CPU points out of 200,000. And again, is this whole thing about because the STO3 here has got storage, it's got production, it's got a farm, it's got, well, it doesn't even have a shield yet, it's got space for one. It's got a farm and it's got living and you know, a bit of everything. Medical, because it's basically a little mobile home away from home. That's the whole idea. You can load up an SV in a hover vessel and you can go warpy warps in sort of comfort and style. That's why it's over CPU. Because it doesn't have one job, it has many jobs. Because obviously STO2, it has one job. Lug around things. Oh well, it's got production. It's got fridges. But that's it. It's very limited. It can lug stuff around. That's its job. That's why it's under CPU. Is it under CPU? No, it's not. It's just got a CPU penalty of 85.7%, which is low enough that it's still able to take off. Okay, well, I don't know what else to say. Hey, God, dude, thank you for the $2, man. That's awesome. Hey, Spanj, buy an aspirin. Thanks. I'm gonna need a few. Yeah, this is... No, I gotta remember, this is all subject to change. Work in progress. These numbers are gonna change. The whole point of tomorrow's experimental release is to figure this stuff out. I think I figured 90% of that out in a 2.5-hour stream, though. Let's be honest. But, you know, you guys can be a hell of a lot more succinct and calm about it than I'm gonna be. It's fine. You can't break J. Randall's Wayfarer. Seriously, come on. It's just... it's not on. I think the Elion Please Fix merch is going to be more popular than ever all of a sudden. Yep. Oh, dear. Alright, guys. I don't know what else to say. I don't know myself. Just try and remember tomorrow when you do mess around with a CPU in experimental versions. Just try and remember constructive criticism is what is needed. Feedback in the Discord, on the forums. Please refrain from flaming, insulting, things like that. Joda, my hoodie rose Wednesday. Hell yes, Joda. Yeah, boy. Workshop apocalypse. Spanj is out of vodka. I am actually out of vodka. I haven't got any vodka. Want some whiskey though. I'll get some of that. The good news is though, guys, the short hauler still works. The number 2, the number 3 is screwed. The number 2 works. Superlifter's dead. Naginata's dead. Every big boat I've ever built is dead. Cargo frog still works though. Except I put a giant hole in it when I shot it with missiles. But other than that, it's fine. The Nightshade works absolutely fine, even though it's well over CPU. What is its punishment, actually? 35% punishment. It's fine. So, you know, you've still got the king of the skies. He's fine. And she still rocks it, to be honest. This thing is still as maneuverable and functional as ever. So, we're okay. We'll be fine. I mean, to be honest, as soon as you spawn one of these in, you've won the game anyway. It's OP. But most of all, like, let's try and see these new CPU numbers as a challenge for a whole new generation of builds. But most of Spanj's ships are now space only. Yeah. The superlifter, designed to lift things on and off planets, is now space only. GG. The new cargo SV... Yeah, the new cargo SV was already dead on arrival anyway. Yeah. I think to be honest, they are gonna have to. They're gonna have to give you the option to turn it off, just like they did with weights and volumes. Because there's always this period of adjustment, isn't there? There's the same with weights and volumes, because there wasn't weights and volumes came around, and everything that we had couldn't do anything. It had no cargo space. There was obviously, and they adjusted the numbers several times over those versions. But it spawned a whole new generation of builds. Look at it. We spawned the whole short hauler series, the cargo frog series. You know, the superlifter. I think they kind of didn't see that one coming. But the point is that we still love the game and we still love the build challenge. I think there will come a point one day, maybe, that when Elion, if they change something too much, and we might all throw our toys out the pram and go, well, F you, I'm going off to dual universal starbase or space engineers or whatever. But at the same time, providing it's a measured change and it makes sense, then we'll get on board with it after a period of adjustment, and what you'll find is the workshop will soon be awash with CPU compliant functional builds that are very good at doing one or two things. Yeah, we'll see. We will see. What is the real point of CPU limits in the first place? Well, I think it's designed to try and bring everyone's builds down to a level that can be supported in performance of the game. So it's not... The thing is, something like the superlifter, I should be getting 60 frames a second right now, but with that thing in front of me, I get 34. I look over there, it goes up to 74. Do you see what I mean? So, with CPU limits, I can't reasonably build anything like the superlifter. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't work, as we just saw. It's 100% punished by the CPU system, and it doesn't work. The idea is that these sort of builds are no longer really viable for the purpose of performance of the game. Not just from people like me that have a good rig, but people that have potatoes. And honestly, I think, to be honest, on multiplayer in PvP, it's going to help mix it up quite a lot as well, because people's builds are going to be a lot smaller and compact, and less guns and less triangles, and that's just going to help smooth things out as well. So, CPU is 100% for performance reasons. It's game performance. That's it. Yeah. All of Jeff's stuff, all of Xcal's stuff gone. Yeah, Terry, all of mine as well. A lot of Doom Noodles, Red Barons, NMKs, Napalms, Lusticor, Piston, yeah, Jennifer. loads of the really popular builders stuff is gonna suffer. I literally spent 2,000 euros to play this game. Please don't take it away from me. Oh shit, that was on a new computer. Fuck me, Doom. No. Doom, it won't be taken away from you. Like I said, mate, don't panic yet. It's all still in work in progress. Talon says, in single player, I can understand it. Limits don't matter much since you only hurt your own computer, but in multiplayer, you hurt others. Yeah, the Aegis builds, Hacker Driver, yep, those ones as well. As long as we can turn it off then, Talon, and you can say, well, CPU, or even if you can scale it. Because I don't really mind the fact that if I'm over CPU, things don't work as well. I think that's reasonable. But that that CPU penalty thing, you can scale that so it's less brutal, then I think we can live with it. I can live with a superlifter if it turned at a snail's pace. If turning it was, you know, it needed 3 hours to turn around or whatever. Maybe not that much, but you know what I mean. If it turned like a cruise ship, I could live with that. If in full thrust it burnt through a stack of fusion cells in 2 minutes, I could probably live with that. But to not work at all, it's kind of heartbreaking, really. It will be for a lot of people. How much CPU does a CV RCS take? CV RCS. A lot. One RCS is 66,000. That seems excessive. A T2 RCS is 166,000. No, sorry, 1,600,000. Have I got the numbers right? 1,666,667. Yeah, one T2 RCS is over 1 million. Yeah, you're limiting CVs to 200,000. So that's obviously a problem, isn't it? And that needs to be corrected. There's too many sixes in there. I'll take that one off. I don't know. Some of the numbers are just a bit broken. That's 533,000. That's over double CPU limit. Just one XL thruster. Yeah. These numbers are still being worked on. So it may be then, yeah, you might have just pointed out the obvious there that we're all overlooking. That the superlifter, because obviously it has a bunch of T2 RCSs and it has a bunch of those XL thrusters, that it's so massively over CPU because the numbers aren't right. $200,000 CPU. Well, it's 200,000, isn't it? Not 2 million, yeah. 200,000. That's what we're allowed. Different limits for both modes isn't possible. Right. Okay. Well, I'm just saying scale it in general. Yeah. 200,000 CPU limit, and that XL thruster is 533,000. Yeah. So there's problems. There's problems in the numbers. So, if they can sort that sort of thing out by tomorrow, then it will be released tomorrow in the experimental branch. Give it a go. Play with it, toy with it. And then if you notice things like the numbers on the RCSs are wrong, the shield generators are wrong, they're just way too much, then just let the developers know in Discord, on the forums, whichever is your preferred communicato methodology, and it shall get sorted, and we shall see what happens Right now, it's scary as hell. What the hell? Oh dear. Yeah, bunch of teachers. J. Randall says, if there was an on-off option, I think that would fix it. Other than that, nothing but little starter ships for the game moving forward. Certainly not inspiring after what we have been accustomed to. Quite right, J. Randall. Quite right. I think, yeah. The problem is you've given the community such creative tools, blocks, decorations, texture, color tools, furnishings, and things like that. And now you're saying that we basically can't use them. So I think it needs to be scaled very carefully, and we need to be given an option to turn it off. I think there are ideas about CPU expansion blocks or devices. I know I've been talking to a couple of the people in the closed alpha thing about maybe the use of NPC crew being a way to increase your base CPU limit or even reduce the CPU punishment. Yeah. Sorry, sniffing. 1 second. But yeah, basically, we will work with it. Tony says, well, all the feedback here, I'll take it with me and post it all in our group, even the hate. Taylor, I don't know about hate, dude. It's just concern, isn't it? It's obviously, it's scary, dude. It's scary. You're potentially messing with hundreds of hours that people have pumped into this game to create things, to learn how to build and build amazing stuff. Obviously, we've said many times that it's work in progress. The numbers are going to change and stuff like that, but it's still scary. So people are obviously going to be perhaps a bit emotional about it. Yeah, we're attached to the build. We're attached to the game. It's not just the builds, it's the game in whole. We want to continue playing and continue loving the game because it's amazing. So just tread carefully, please. I think things can still be changed now and tomorrow. Yeah. XBC. Yeah. People love to build. People love to be creative. It's a sandbox at the end of the day. We want to play in the sand. You know? And sure, you'll still be able to create whatever you want in creative mode, but the great thing about this game is that you can build stuff, you can play in the sand, and then you can actually take your creations and use them in a survival game, you know? I think that's the magic, ultimately. There's plenty of games out there where you just build stuff, and it doesn't matter. You never really get to use it. Well, we'll just, use paint if you want to do that, whatever. But yeah. We build these things, you can build these things, and then we get to use them, ultimately. And if something comes along that prevents us from being able to use them completely, then we're going to have some problems with that, aren't we? So, but that being said, Weights and Volumes did a similar sort of thing. Didn't necessarily stop you from using them. Elion gave you the option to turn it off. But it did spawn a whole new generation of ships vessels, bases, and things like that. And I think, and I really hope, that CPU does the same thing. The CPU means that rather than just completely and utterly turning everybody off, we meet it as a challenge and we go, right, okay, how do we build a great looking cargo hauler now? How do we build a fighter now, a bomber now, a lifter, a transporter, a mobile base, a production ship, a factory? How do we build all those things now with these new limits, with these new things? I hope we can see that challenge. I hope we can meet that challenge. That's the ultimate thing. That's going to be the ultimate thing. Anyway, it needs tweaking. I'll get all concerns. Thank you, Taylor. I appreciate your patience and stuff as well. I think everybody does. And, you know, I think everybody realizes you're in quite a difficult position and you do an outstanding job doing what you do. So thank you. Appreciate it. All right, guys. Experimental version 10.6 is out tomorrow, some point. Don't know when exactly yet. The numbers are going to change. The numbers will change. They're work in progress. Your feedback is absolutely critical in making sure that CPU doesn't break the game for us, but is actually implemented in a way that we can work with it, we can still build with it, and we can still enjoy the game with it. That's our job. That's our task. All right. I will do hopefully if 10.6 is out tomorrow, as planned, I'll do another video detailing all the changes and stuff like that. Project Eden will be back on Tuesday. But I'm going to have to end the stream there, I'm afraid, guys. We have run out of time. We have spoken all we could speak about CPU. In its current state, it broke my superlative. God damn it. It's all work in progress. But thank you very much, everybody, for joining me today. Big shout out as well to Taylor for coming along. Appreciate it, dude. Thank you guys also for coming along and sharing this experience. Try not to panic. It's not finished yet. All work in progress. And back to normal sort of routine next Sunday, Chillin Buildin next Sunday, with hopefully a refined, smoothed out CPU limits. It'll be interesting to see what we come up with next Sunday. What will be the first build that we choose? I don't know. It'll be interesting to see, but hopefully I'll see you guys then. Otherwise, I'll see you during the week on YouTube. Thank you very much, everybody. Cheers. Good night. Have a wonderful week. God bless. Thank you very much for all the follows and subs and donations and everything in between. Appreciate it, guys. Bye.